questions for Doug?
So congratulations on the Sixth Man award. What is your thought on that?
I appreciate it. It means a lot to me, you know, all the hard work and dedication to perfecting my craft. Just shows you how hard I've been working and finally get rewarded for it. So it means a lot to me, and just the school also, just because I also know James Harden had Pac-Man, Sixth Player of the Year his first year in the NBA. So it just means a lot to me and coach. So yeah.
When you were in the Sixth Man role initially, were you happy and excited about it, or did you wonder like, oh, why am I not in the starting?
I just took it head on, you know, whatever I got to do to help us win. So that was one of the things Coach thought was necessary for me to come off the bench and bring that extra energy and extra scoring. So that's what I embraced, and I embraced it, and we doing good. So I just kept on rolling with it.
How long do you think it took for you to get adjusted playing next to Remy and playing without the ball?
It took a little while. Probably just over the summer it was kind of different because it wasn't like game settings. So I really didn't get adjusted over the summer. It took a little bit of a few games, like probably like the 7th, 8th game. I got adjusted to it, and he's a heck of a player, and I'm proud of him for winning first team conference. And it just shows you all the hard work, and he's a great leader.
How tough was it those first couple games when you're running down the court every time without the ball in your hand?
It was tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough because I'm used to having the ball in my hand and controlling the flow of the game. But I love to win, so whatever I had to do in order for us to win, and I was coming into a new setting, so I just wanted to try to fit in and do what I had to do.
What are you expecting Vegas to be like, the tournament, and all the build-up and all that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Vegas, and going to Vegas for the tournament, what are you expecting that environment to be like?
I expect it to be competitive, and a lot of people. I expect it to be a good crowd. We play one of the last games on Thursday, I think, the latest game at 9. So I expect it to be good, and we just gonna compete and have fun.
You mentioned James Harden. Would you attribute him as maybe an example to look up to embrace that six-man role, or Iguodala, or what would you say?
Absolutely, absolutely. I seen how he was when he was the Sixth Man of the Year, and he embraced it, and that's something that I'm doing now. And we've been winning, and I've been doing well coming off the bench. Like I said before, I just get to see some things that I can correct while being on the bench that guys have to correct in the game, in the flow, in the pace of the game. So I just do that on the bench before I get in the game.
This tournament's pretty wide open. You pretty much look at every game, no matter who you play. It's going to be a battle.
Every game. We're working hard. This is going to be hopefully, if we play Colorado, it's going to be our 3rd time playing, so we got a good feel for those guys and what they're going to do and some of their tendencies, so it should be a hard-fought battle.
What has Remy and Romello and the returners told you guys about playing in the tournament?
We really haven't gotten to depth of that yet, but we know what to expect. We know it's going to be a fought battle. We know that we're going to have to play hard, so all our guys are just taking this head on, and we're ready to go.
Alonzo, in the St. Mary's game, you guys got beat pretty badly, but you had a big game. As far as your confidence, being able to do at this level, was that a big moment for you to be able to perform just the way you did, even though you guys lost?
Yeah, it was a big moment, but I'd rather score 0 points and win. So, I want to win at the end of the day. It was a big moment for me. My feelings was all over the place, but I want to win at the end of the day. So I just took it as a motivational and took it to the head, and I was excited for myself. It gave me confidence. But at the end of the day, I want to win, and we didn't win, so I was kind of upset.
What changed from that game as a team? What did you guys learn from that?
Just not to take any team lightly and respect the game, and you know. Every time we step on the court and lace up our shoes, we're gonna go 110%, and that's something we didn't do that day, and we learned from that. So we just gonna not do that anymore because we can't. We have no room.
You feel the quality or depth to your wings you coming off the bench, but Coach Hurley's mixed guys in gives you a good advantage going into the Pac-12 tournament.
Absolutely. Coach Hurley, he has confidence in me out of this world, and when I was at my lowest point coming here, and he was hyping me up over the summer. He knew what I could do, but he didn't give up on me when I wasn't doing those things. I hurt my wrist, and it was just adjusting to the flow and the pace of the game. He didn't give up. He talked to me every day, motivated me, and just kept me in the right mindset. And that's something I love about Coach Hurley. He never gave up on me.
What type of
that the
things
low-
was he saying to keep you motivated and hype you up?
He was just telling me, you know what you're capable of doing, and don't never forget how you got here and do the things that you did to get here. And that's one thing I really respect about him, because he could have easily just dug me in a hole and put me on the bench and just did anything. Because when you're not producing on this level, it's a business at the end of the day. So, and he didn't treat it like that. He treated me like family, and he told me some of the things that I need to correct, and that's what I did, and that's why I have the success I have now.
So was the lowest point that wrist injury when you were benched and couldn't play for a couple games?
Absolutely, that was my lowest point of this season, because I really didn't tell anybody, because I felt like I wasn't playing good, so I didn't want to sit out. I just wanted to fight through it, and probably wasn't a good idea, but that's something that I just chose to do, and it didn't work out, but it's all coming together now, so I'm happy.
Coach Berno was saying that your ability to be creative and finish at the rim kind of probably stems back from your days playing like street ball in Chicago. Like, would you say that's kind of accurate?
Absolutely, yeah. Because that's something that I never really like worked on all the time. It came natural to me. So I would agree with that.
When you're driving down the court and there's two big men in the paint, you seem to just kind of jump with them and try and draw contact and throw the ball up. Like, how, in those moments, like when you're trying to pick what you're going to do, like, what's going through your mind?
Like, I try to get them to go for my first, reaction when I put the ball in the air, so I can just depend on which way I want to go. So depending on what they do, I react to that.
Yeah.
And I'll never know what it's going to be until I get in the air and they react. So.
You talked about the way that you've improved on the court, but you just mentioned kind of hitting some low points at the start of the season. How much have you learned about yourself and your ability to fight through adversity this year?
I learned a lot. It showed me how strong I am and how dedicated I am to the game, because I never been that low before. I always had success playing basketball, and that was something that never happened to me before. I always been the so-called star, or whatever you want to call it, on the team, and that main factor, and I wasn't at that time. So it just showed me how to fight through adversity. My mom just gave me motivation every day, just like Coach Hurley, and it helped me a lot. It showed me how strong I am.
How much did moments like now, like the next 2 weeks of your life, get you to play a conference tournament, NCAA tournament, keep you going when you did get to that low point?
It's very important. It just makes you cherish every moment, because when I was at my lowest point, I wasn't doing as well, and now I'm doing well, and I'm just going into the tournament with a positive mindset. So it's very good, and I'm excited. This is my first Pac-12 tournament, and this is what I came here for, to compete at the highest level, and that's what we're doing.
Did you have any conversations with Mickey? I mean, obviously you had a long road back too. Did he give you any advice, encouragement, anything like that?
I'm gonna tell you guys like a little short story. Like, Mickey, actually, when I first got here and I wasn't playing good. I didn't have nobody to rebound for me, and he came in the gym and he rebounded for me. And I just sat down and I thought about that. Like, this kid was all his life, had like all the things you could possibly think of, and he's sitting right here rebounding the ball for me, and it just meant a lot. That little situation meant a lot to me, because it just showed me how unselfish he was, and how he just didn't care about what I would have thought or what other people would have thought, because he was getting my rebound. And a lot of people wouldn't do that, and I just respect that about him. He's a good leader, man. He works hard, and he does the things that you don't see on the stat sheet.
Alonzo, what do you think makes his team capable of going on a run this week in Vegas?
Playing together as a team. Just playing together as a team. When we do that, we are unbeatable. Nobody can beat us. We have too many pieces. Romello White in the post, Rob shooting threes, Kamani getting rebounds, me and Remy out there attacking, kicking it to our shooters and doing things to create off the bounce. So it's very hard to guard us. And when we play together as a team and get defensive stops, it's going to be very hard.
Feel like you guys can beat anyone in the conference?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like we have a chance to beat anybody as long as we come into the game with the right mindset.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.